Hello everyone, welcome back to my craft room. I'm going to make another card using the Daisy Lane bundle. The bundle is the punch and the stamp set. And look at the lovely images on this stamp set. It is such a useful set, I think. I've already made loads of cards. And so I'm going to make another one now. And this card, first thing we're going to make is we're going to make the background. So I'm going to use the little daisy head, and let me bring in some grid paper. I always forget to put that out. Right, some grid paper, and I'm going to stamp off. And this is terracotta tile, so it's a new stamp. So it's quite juicy, so that's why I forgot to stamp that one off, but that doesn't matter. Just stamping it all out. In fact, the middle bit probably won't show an awful lot, but we'll see what happens. Just stamping all over. Not worrying too much which direction they're in. And the blessing of being able to use a stamp with ink is you can really make it look like it's been cut from a bigger piece of paper. I used to do a lot of digital stamp cards. And of course this is the one thing you can't do when you do cards like that. So let me give that a little bit of a clean. Okay, now my thought was that I'm going to put like so. I'm going to put this across here like this. What do you think? I think we need a white strip behind it because it kind of is not showing up enough. So I'm going to cut. Now these circles are 1.5 inches, so I'm going to cut a piece of Whisper White to go across there at 2 inches. So 2 inches. Was that the 2-inch piece? No, it wasn't. Is that the 2-inch piece? No. Right, so I'll bring in my 2-inch piece, and that's going to sit over there like so. That's better. It shows up much more, doesn't it? And that's going to go like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp and punch some flowers out of just onto Whisper White. Oh, that's a bit dark. Let's use the emergency side. There we go, that's better. And I'm going to punch them out. I think I'm going to keep them as single flowers this time, rather than layering them up as I have done on other cards. Okay. So then this is going to go on there. Oh, that's okay, that's how, yeah, that looks good. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to my piece of card. It's very, very hot today, and I think the glue wants to dry itself off very quickly. Right, so I need to make sure I do this as evenly as I can. Sorry if you can see my head. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that'll do. Good. Now, I think what I might do is I've got some burlap ribbon on my desk here somewhere, which I was using for a previous card. What do you think? We could put that down the middle, and that could go on there, and there, and then the flower on the top. I think that will look cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a bit of tearing tape at the edge, like so, and there. And that will be the place where I will, my tearing will hold my ribbon in place. Now I'm not going to take it all off for the minute. Just put that there like so. And then so that I can put that back down again. Okay. So I want that to go. I'm just going to eyeball it this time. So chop that off. Okay. Back over there for the minute. Right, now I need to have a card base. So I did have one here. Is this a card base? No. Let me just go to my stash of bases. I get my card bases already, cut them all up. Okay, so this is going to go straight onto here. Lovely. Right, so I'm going to put some glue on. Now, I am going to lift off those two pieces of tearing tape now. What I'll do is I'll just put a squiggle of glue over them like that, just to keep them in place. And then what I'm going to do is just pop this on here. There we go, good. Get rid of that bit of rubbish. So now what I'm going to do is that's going to go on there. Oh no, we said those are going to go, now this has got writing on it. So that's going to go on there. And that's going to go on there. So I'm going to use my mini dimensionals again. That'll help keep the ribbon in place. Okay. I'm all fingers and thumbs. Oh dear. Now I'm going to put the two outside ones on first. So I'm going to put that one about there, like so. And similarly with this one. Just have a look, see where the wording is right. Oh, all of a sudden the sun's gone in. I do hope you can see all right. If I put my overhead light on, I'm going to get some glare, so I'm not going to do that. So that's going to go there. And then I'll get another dimensional, and I'm just going to pop that in the middle there. And then this flower is going to sit on there. And another one on the top. Now I'm making this card for a Stampin' Sip class, and what I tend to do is I tend not to put a sentiment on, because the ladies all like to have something different, and I take along different stamp sets with different sentiments, and then they can choose their own. And what I would suggest to them is that they put it there. So there we go. There's another card using the Daisy Lane bundle, the stamp set, and the punch, and we've used terracotta tile. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.